of soul is, and someday, someone will recognize it, not because they need your loyalty, but because they've earned it. Until then, you'll keep walking, a little quieter maybe, a little wiser, definitely, but still capable of love, because betrayal didn't end, it simply introduced you to the version of yourself who finally knows their worth. There's a point after heartbreak, when everything goes quiet, not the kind of quiet that brings peace. No, it's the kind that sits heavy on your chest, like the air itself is grieving with you. You wake up one morning and realize you didn't dream about them, and for a moment, that feels strange, almost wrong, because for so long, your nights belonged to them, their voice, their face, their ghost lingering in the corners of your mind, and now, there's space, empty space. That's when you realize healing doesn't come with fireworks. It comes in silence, in tiny, almost invisible victories. The first time you don't check your phone hoping for a message, the first time their name doesn't make your stomach twitch, the first time you look at their photo and feel nothing. But getting to that point, it's a war, a quiet war between who you were and who you're becoming, because part of you still wants to hold on, still wants to believe they'll change, still wants to rewrite the ending, and another part, the part that's slowly waking up, knows you deserve more than half love and hidden lies. That battle doesn't end overnight. There are days when you win, when you stand tall, breathe deep, and remind yourself, I'm okay. And there are nights when you lose, when the loneliness crawls in, when your chest aches for something familiar, and you almost text them just to feel close again, but you don't. You stop yourself, and that moment, that tiny act of resistance, that's strength, that's growth, because deep down, you know what you're really missing isn't them. It's the version of you that existed before they broke you, the version that loved fearlessly, that believed loyalty was sacred, that didn't have to second-guess every smile. And maybe that's the hardest goodbye, not the one you say to them, but the one you whisper to your old self. Still, piece by piece, you start coming back home to yourself. You start remembering things you used to love before the relationship consumed everything. The music you stopped listening to, the hobbies you forgot about, the friends you distanced yourself from. You realize how much of yourself you had given away, just to keep someone else comfortable. And that realization, it hurts because you see how small you made yourself to fit into their world. But it's also freeing, because now, you don't have to anymore. You start rediscovering your voice. You start laughing again, not politely, not cautiously, but fully, from your stomach. And when that happens, it feels like sunlight breaking through the cracks of a long winter. You begin to understand that closure doesn't come from answers. It comes from acceptance. Acceptance that they chose what they chose. Acceptance that love can be real on one side and fake on the other. Acceptance that not everyone has the capacity to love deeply, and none of that has anything to do with your worth. There's a quiet power in realizing that someone's betrayal can't define you unless you let it. Because the truth is, you're not broken. You're become. All the pain, the crying, the sleepless nights, they're not signs of weakness. They're signs of depth. You felt deeply because you loved deeply, and in this world, where people run from real emotion, that's something to be proud of. There's beauty in being loyal in a disloyal world. There's grace in staying kind when you had every reason to become cold. And one day, maybe not soon, but someday, you'll meet someone who looks at you and sees that softness, not as a weakness, but as proof of strength. Until then, you keep walking, you keep rebuilding, and you forgive yourself for every time you went back, for every time you answered their message, for every time you believed their half apologies. Because healing isn't linear, it's messy, it's human. You'll have days when you feel powerful, and nights when you feel small again. That's okay. That's what it means to heal honestly. Sometimes healing isn't about becoming someone new, it's about remembering who you were before someone convinced you that you were hard to love. You start to remember that you were loyal because loyalty is your nature, not because you were naive, not because you didn't see the red flags, but because you believed in something real. And belief like that, that's sacred. They didn't destroy your capacity to love, they just taught you who's not worthy of it. And as painful as it is, you begin to see the betrayal as a strange kind of teacher. It stripped away the illusion, it forced you to meet yourself, the raw, honest, broken you, and to realize that even after everything, you're still standing, and that's